Today, I want to tell you guys a story. I've been doing YouTube for the past 10 years and I've learned quite a bit. I've seen the industry shift, I've seen the industry change. I've done I've done hundred of YouTube videos, YouTube tutorials. I've done countless things as a music producer, and I'm gonna tell you guys a bit about what I've learned and what you could do to become a successful music producer. So during these 10 last years, I've done so many things. I worked for Black Lotus Audio as a sound designer. I also did my own sound packs and presets, which were available for download for free for God knows how long now. And I've talked with a lot of very big people in the music industry world. One of the biggest names that I'm going to mention is Drew, ex-member of Cymatics, which I'm going to talk about later. But one of the most important things that's happened to me was seeing my channel not grow at all during these 10 last years. I haven't even reached 10,000 subscribers, yet I'm over 1 million views here on my YouTube channel. And I'm pretty sure I know why it is. I'm almost certain that I am in YouTube jail, because back in 2017 I had the smart idea of quitting YouTube and I deleted all of my past videos before 2017, which amounted to around 500,000 views in videos, like 100 videos. That was a lot, and that was when my channel was booming, it was growing, it was in the golden age of music production tutorials, and I just quit. I just said, you know what, and I spent a year basically not uploading, not working as music production. I had a lot of personal issues happening. Well, what did happen after were opportunities. So even though I couldn't become a successful YouTube tutorial channel, I've still gotten opportunities from brands like Cinedode, Arturia. I've still had some really awesome opportunities from brands like Cinedode, Arturia, Cymatics, Kilohearts, and more, where they've sponsored the channel, they've sent out plugins, samples, even hardware, which is really impressive. And even though the channel is not big by today's standard, 10,000 subscribers is still a very small channel, I've still had the opportunity to do some really awesome content thanks to the sponsors that have been supporting the channel even though it's a small channel. And one of the biggest supports came from my dear friend Alan. So Alan, if you're watching this video, I just want to say personally, thank you for everything. You've really transformed the YouTube channel. So Alan is the founder of Black Lotus Audio, and Black Lotus Audio is a sample and preset company focused on creating and giving affordable, high quality samples for music producers that want to make some really awesome tracks and some really awesome beats. And the goal with Black Lotus Audio was just to give music producers some really high quality, some really premium samples and presets at a really affordable price. And when Alan was first starting out Black Lotus Audio, the first music producer he ever reached out was to me. And I was a bit skeptical. I was like, hey, this is a new sample and preset company. I don't know who Alan is. I don't know anything about him. And he was like, no, this is going to be awesome. This is going to be like really cool. We're gonna make some really awesome packs and I want you to be like my lead sound designer. And so basically I was the first ever employee hired by Black Lotus Audio and theoretically could be considered a co-founder of Black Lotus Audio. There's gonna be more info on this story later on the video, so make sure to watch till the end to get all the info. So there I was. This was at the peak of pandemic, so it was 2020. The pandemic was at its peak. Everybody was at lockdown. Everybody was bored. And I had an opportunity to actually work as a music producer. And there I was, a sound designer for Black Lotus Audio, making some really awesome packs for Black Lotus Audio. And it was being successful. Everybody liked the packs. They thought there were some really awesome, high quality presets and samples. And it wasn't expensive at all. You could get a pack with 100 presets inspired by Virtual Riot, like some really down to the nail Virtual Riot presets that I made for $35. So you could get 100 presets, a bunch of wavetables, all that for $35 in Black Lotus Audio. And in my mind, I thought, damn, Black Lotus Audio is awesome. Black Lotus Audio is like my new inspiration, my new motivation to keep working as a music producer. Because as I told you guys, the YouTube channel wasn't being successful in today's standards of YouTube videos. And I spent the last few years just working with Black Lotus Audio. And I worked with product concepting, I worked with the marketing, I did YouTube videos, I did a whole lot for Black Lotus Audio. I was like the guy to go for when making content with Black Lotus Audio. And then Alan was like managing the website, the finance, and all that. It was a really awesome team that we had. There were other music producers that all aligned with the same goal, to create some really high quality and some really premium samples and presets for an affordable price for you guys to get jump started in creating some really awesome tracks. And then one day Alan messages me and said, we need to talk, and it can't be in message, it has to be on a phone call. It's really important. And I was like, oh damn, I'm gonna be fired. Like my only thought was I'm gonna be fired, because a few weeks earlier from that he had fired some of the other sound designers. So my thought was, damn, what did I did wrong? Well, what could I've possibly done that I'm gonna get fired from Black Lotus Audio? And then the plot twist happens, and Alan tells me I can't keep doing Black Lotus Audio for personal reasons. If he ever tells to the public his personal reasons, and that's gonna be on his discretion. But what he told me is that he wanted me to become the new owner of Black Lotus Audio. So there were two options: I become owner of Black Lotus Audio, or Black Lotus Audio disappears forever and it's just gone out of existence. And I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I said, you know what? I studied business administration, so I have a bachelor in business administration. So I was like, this is the perfect company for me to apply the knowledge that I got from college, from business administration. Like I took financial classes, marketing, accounting, everything you need to know to run a business. And this is literally, I graduated from college and I got the company Black Lotus Audio. So I was like, this is like the craziest timing ever, because I thought, what are the odds of this happening, just you graduating from business administration and becoming a business owner? And I thought it was wild. And it still hasn't been a year yet since I've become owner of Black Lotus Audio, but I've learned so much from managing a sample and preset company that I want to share with you guys. And I've had some really awesome customers. I have some really awesome contacts that I talk with, that I share information with. One being mentioned earlier, Drew. So Drew basically gave me the hacks for having a successful sample and preset company, and to becoming a successful music producer. And the reality is sad. If you want to become a successful music producer in the sound design area, or you want to sell preset sample and that's what you want to consider success, I'm going to tell you the secret right now. So take your notebooks out, grab a pen, and write this down. The key and the secret to becoming a successful music producer as a sound designer is to scam people. Yes, I said that seriously. If you look at a lot of these companies, Cymatics, Unison Audio, Rocket Power Sound, their focus isn't on creating high quality samples, high quality presets. Their focus is to create cash. It's to create revenue. After all, they're a business, and I learned that in my business administration classes. You need to generate revenue for a business to be successful. That means Black Lotus Audio isn't a successful business. And I can tell you very easily that Black Lotus Audio is broke. I have a debt 10 times the amount that I earn monthly. But I still do it because I believe and I want to break the standard that not all sample and preset companies have to scam people to be successful. And you might be thinking, how is Cymatics scamming me, or how is Unison Audio, Rocket Power Sound scamming me? Their philosophy is quantity over quality. So they're constantly releasing packs. They have these huge packs with thousands and thousands of samples and presets that they sell you. And it's just when you actually get them and you actually use them, it's just the same sample, mix and match sort of. They sound poorly made. They don't have all the macros if they're in a synth. The amount of sounds that you can use are so little from such a huge pack that it shows that quantity doesn't equal quality. And so you're losing quality over quantity. And for them, it's a successful business model because they can just use AI to create a gigantic pack and a gigantic bunch of samples and not have to do a lot of effort for creating high quality premium samples and presets. And then there's companies like the Unison Audio. I know you've seen the ads. I know you know about the Unison MIDI Chord Pack. I have the Unison MIDI Chord Pack, and let me tell you, if you bought that, I'm so sorry for you. If you haven't, don't buy it at all. Like, literally, don't spend it. Don't spend not even $1. The pack, they advertise it as having over 300, 400 MIDI chords. And in reality, all that it has is the same chord progressions and the same chords in each individual key. So if you have B flat chords, they're the same in any key that you choose. So if you open any of the folders and just drag the MIDI, it's going to be the exact same MIDI, just transposed, which you can easily just drag and move the chord progression to change the key of them. It's a scam. I'm telling you guys. If you want to be a successful music producer, sound designer, if you want to be able to live from this, you have to scam people. And I'm not saying this to talk bad about the genuine producers, because for example, there's people like Virtual Riot. Virtual Riot has a awesome Patreon where he basically gives away everything he does for as little as $15. For $15 a month, you're getting some of the best samples and some of the best presets in the heavy bass industry. And it shows that not everybody is here for scamming people. And I'm in that boat. Even though that Black Lotus Audio is bankrupt, I'm still working on creating some of the best packs that you guys can get for an affordable price. And even if that means taking over a year to make one single pack, I've been dedicated to create some really awesome samples and presets for you guys. And it just shows my level of commitment from what I've been doing in my channel for the past 10 years. And I've always wanted just to give everybody and help everybody out on their music production career, which is why I started this channel in the first place 10 years ago. Because everything that I learned, I wanted to teach, and I wanted to show you guys, hey, I found out this cool sound design technique and this sound design trick that you guys should definitely check out because it's really game changer. It's really awesome. Or if I want to talk about my experiences, recently I posted a video on my Focusrite audio interface and my real genuine experience. So I'm not just reading their product spec sheet and talking about them. I'm actually using the products. I'm actually using the content that I get sent. And this shows that there's some really awesome companies out there that all you need to do is research them a bit more to see if they're worth investing in. One company that I definitely recommend 100% is Arturia. And Arturia, even though they started sponsoring the channel as of late, so the past 2 years, maybe 3 years, Arturia has never let me down. I still have one of their Essential Keylabs MIDI controllers, and I think they've already gone to the 3rd generation. And I still have the version 1, and I still get updates. It still works perfectly fine. The Arturia plugins are some of the best, high quality, and some of my favorite plugins that I use when making music, sound design, and all that. And it really shows that once you research and once you go to the right people, you're gonna get very satisfied and you're gonna be very happy with the purchases that you do. So if you want to be a successful music producer, first you need to think, what is success for you? Is it just becoming rich and having a bunch of cash and being famous? Or is it being genuine about your music production and doing music and sounds that fill you up inside and maybe don't generate as much cash and as much revenue as you'd hope, but it fills out the empty inside of you, and it's that escape room where you can just have a creative flow that separates you from reality. Because reality right now is rough. Right now, we're living in a world that is very complicated, very hard to live. But when you have the time to sit in your desk and make music that you love, I think that's successful. So if you want to be a real, genuine music producer, all you need to do is just be real about it. Don't lie about it. And that's going to give you so much satisfaction when you actually become successful and famous because you've always been real with yourself. You've always been genuine about it. And seeing you reach that goal after so much hard work is so satisfying that all the ups and downs are going to be so worth it at the end of the day.